Good morning. It's a Sunday, October 19th. I've just wrapped up packing the bike, including removing all my trash, of course. I will leave no trace here other than the stones that I moved. I somewhat barricaded the entrance of my tent using stones and fallen branches. Probably would have done me no good if I had a real altercation with wildlife, but made me feel a little bit better. It's approaching 9 o'clock. By the way, sunrise is a bit after 7 a.m. at the moment. It's hard to extract yourself from a tent, especially when you're unfamiliar with a space, as much as I am this one, including the sounds. Last night it was quite a show of sounds. It started with what I think was a monkey. Let's call it a primate, perhaps, because I'm really not sure if I should be calling it a monkey. It's certainly a primate. It was very likely just in this area, maybe 5 meters, about 15 feet from my tent, probably sounding an alarm. It initially woke me up, but it didn't stay long, fortunately. There were sounds of other critters, most prominently a few hours later, what sounded like a pack of dogs, which I definitely didn't want to encounter. They were calling from this direction, the direction that I'll go in today when I leave. An altercation with a pack of dogs would be a very uncomfortable experience, I suspect, especially in the dark. On the friendly side of things, certainly a woodpecker here this morning in these oaks, and a few ravens, which I appreciated, but at the same time, they were letting the world know that I was camping here. So I was hoping that nobody else would come along. Fortunately, they didn't, and the ravens eventually left, though they were here for a while. But look at this gorgeous forest. We have oak leaves on the ground. We have bedrock exposed, looks like limestone. In a peaceful setting here, high above a very dry space, where nonetheless the locals are successfully raising animals and also gardens. It is a cool space here up high, despite how warm it is down below. Not exceptionally so this time of year, but I suspect that is the case during other times of the year. I was so grateful to roll into this oak forest, in part because it was unanticipated. I immediately enjoyed the cooler temperatures. It dipped down into the 80s on the Fahrenheit scale. Forgive me, it's a hard scale to immediately flip to Celsius. And I was able to climb fairly in that coolness, which was better than, which kept the sweat out of my eyes and was a lot more comfortable in general. Well, I better get on the road. There's a long way to go. There's 160 miles to Imachil. I'm going to split that into 2 rides, I hope. That's the plan anyway. Every day I have experiences I did not anticipate, so hopefully they will not slow me down, and I'll be there in 2 days, where I am considering taking 2 nights. Apparently this town is quite cool, so we will see. That's the story from what I think I'll call Oak Woods Camp.